I've pruned a lot of roses over the years, and when you look at a picture like this, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to look and see at all those branches at the top and all those branches at the base and think, how do I clean this up and make this look like it's going to be productive and less crowded and congested in there? And, where do I start? And so when I look for pruning roses here, what I'm looking for is roses or canes actually that are coming up through the middle. Those usually come out because roses tend to be uh, their best performance when they're pruned to an open center, much like a peach tree. And so I look for anything coming up through the middle or crossing, rubbing over branches, those kinds of things all come out. And then since I've pruned these for a number of years, they do start out in pretty good shape. And then one of the things I'm looking for too, you can kind of notice that sometimes I look down at the plant pretty closely. I'm looking for buds on the stems that face in the direction I want to encourage growth. So in most cases, it's buds that face to the outside. And that's not always the case. This particular client wanted them pruned a little bit harder this year. She sometimes tells me to prune them a little higher than I'm going to do it this year. But one of the things that she has issues with sometimes is the roses growing out into the sidewalk or into the neighbor's driveway. And so while I typically look for buds that are facing the outside so that it'll keep an open plant, sometimes I'll actually force growth back towards the inside, but that's just dependent on the exact situation. So you can see that I've cleaned out the middle and I'm cleaning off all the small unproductive branches. I pruned these roses, like I said, a long time. The first time I did it, she wasn't very happy with me because I pruned them too hard. But then the next year when I pruned them, she said that they were the best flowers that she'd ever had as far as just flower size and the strong stems that they were on. And so you really can go from these small shoots now that have been pruned back to about a foot high, as you can see here, very cleaned out, very thinned, very manageable, and it looks good. So we really can go from these short branches to something that's 5-6 feet tall throughout the season. So this next set of plants here is just 3 plants together that sometimes when you prune them all and see them as a group, you can kind of see the process a little bit better. And so just bear with the next few minutes while I go through these next 3 plants and you can kind of see how I do it with those. Action! Toot. Dawn and dawn.